Hey guys, Rick with Rallysport Direct here doing another episode of What's in the Box. Here we've got the TurboXS short ram intake. Got the box right here. Let's go ahead and open this up. Alright, so I've changed the camera angle a little bit just so you guys can get a better view of this when I open it up, so you can see how it's all packaged. So we're just going to go ahead and pull out everything that's included here. And I think that's it. Yeah, it looks like it's it. Alright. So first thing I wanted to show you guys was the MAF tube itself. So let's go ahead and unwrap that. Maybe. There we go. Alright, so you can see that here. Really a nice finish on the outside. Okay, and then I wanted to show you guys the inside there, so you can see what the inside of that looked like. And there is a slight taper to the actual MAF itself, or the MAF sensor. And you want a really smooth runner in here. Really, these MAF sensors are pretty picky, and so you want nice smooth airflow over them, and that'll ensure proper readings and will ensure that you make good power with a good tune, which is nice. Some things I wanted to point out on this that I think are kind of cool. These rings, these are actually like recessed in here. Now these are for, you know, when you put a piece of silicone hose around there, you can clamp it on. The clamps have something to actually grab onto, which is nice. Just ensures that those hoses are going to stay on, which is always nice. And then another thing, it includes the MAF hardware. Now, I don't know if you've ever taken off your stock MAF sensor before, but those screws are notorious for stripping. So it's awesome that they include those, okay? Next, I wanted to show you guys the intake, or I should say the intake filter. It is covered, so I'm not gonna unwrap that right now, but I wanted to show you the top of it, because I think this is the most important, is of course the K&N logo on there. I don't know if you guys can see that because of the glare, the light, the reflection, whatever, but it is K&N. You can kind of see that up there on the top. Great filter. Flows a ton of air, and of course still filters out all of the you know, dust, dirt, debris, that kind of stuff that you don't want inside your engine. Now, being that it is a K&N, you're going to be able to clean it and reuse it a ton, which is always nice to help save you money. All right, next up we've got the bracket. Now this is really important for these intakes, just because, again, I was talking about the MAF sensitivity on these. You need to have this be nice and still on the car. You can't just have it bouncing around, or else it's going to throw off the MAF readings. And so you'll see with most intakes they do include some type of bracket or something to mount it to the chassis with. Now this particular one is a bent piece of aluminum. I guess I shouldn't say bent, I should say formed, but it kind of looks bent to me right there, right? All right, and so we've got the foot on the bottom. Now this is going to attach to the car itself, and then up here this is where it's going to attach to the MAF housing itself. Now you can see that they've actually wrapped this with, I'm not sure exactly what it is. It looks like heat shrink tubing or something like that, and that's just going to provide a buffer. So it's just not direct metal on metal contact. And the other thing about this is it's very lightweight. It's aluminum, and of course it's extremely strong still, so that's great. Now overall, this kit's going to be great for anybody looking to go with an aftermarket intake. They want to get rid of their restrictive stock intake. This is going to add a ton more sound to the car. That's not something I generally talk about with intakes, but any short ram intake will generally make the car much louder. You can definitely hear the turbo spool up more. You can definitely hear the blow-off valve more. So that's a great thing, and you're going to gain some power too, which is nice. Check it out. It's a great kit. It's all the time we've got for tonight, guys. Thanks for checking out What's in the Box. We'll see you next time.
Rallysportdirect.com